Look, I've been thinking about this for the last 3 months or so, and everywhere I go, it's all everyone is talking about. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not trying to be negative, but in the next coming months, in the next year, you have to operate different than you did for the last 15 years. Listen, I think we all understand that inflation's at a 42-year high. Interest rates are going up. The stock market is going down. If you're someone who invests in crypto, you know the volatility. It seems inevitable that a recession is coming. I'm not an economist. I can just be a study of history. And the fact is that we must anticipate and prepare rather than react. Winston Churchill said, if you don't understand history, it's bound to repeat itself. I think that's one of the strongest statements in the world. And maybe because I'm a little older, I can see it through a different lens. If you're 35 or under and you're in business or thinking of starting a business, you're not even sure what could happen. What does it mean? Gas is a little high, it'll change. Yes, it will. Eventually, all things go back. But are you prepared to weather the storm? Because if you go back and look at the headlines, if you understand, if you talk to a relative who's a little older, or a parent, or an aunt, or an uncle that's been through a recession, been through a shifting time, things truly change. And they can get very difficult. But it doesn't have to get difficult for everyone. You see, we never want to, I got this from Tony Robbins, we never want to make things worse than they are. But we also don't want to make things better than they are. If a recession is coming as it seems, then what can you do? What can you do different? You know, Warren Buffett, recently, he goes live every year with his partner, Munger, and they said during inflation, or if there's a recession, how do you prepare? How do you be safe? And they said two things that I thought was really powerful. It doesn't matter if your currency is Reichsmarks or seashells or a deflated dollar. If you invest in yourself and you get better at what you're good at, hear me now, get better at what you're good at, then you're still going to get your piece of the pie. And if it's a deflated dollar or deflated money wherever you live, you'll just have more of it. If it's more seashells, you will get more of it if you invest in yourself and get better at what you're good at. Stop dabbling. This is definitely not a time to dabble. This is definitely not a time, and hear me, to sit on your hands and hope someone's going to fix it. There is no president, there is no Congress, there's no Senate coming to wave a magic wand and make things better for you and just put money in your bank account. In the history of the world, that doesn't happen. And if it does, it collapses empires, it collapses countries. It's not happening. So no one is coming to save you. And that might be the most liberating thing I've ever convinced myself, and I was blessed to do it a long time ago. So number one, Warren Buffett said, invest in yourself, get better so you get your piece of the pie. Number two, he said, be a part of something that has greater margins. You're less worried about supply chain. You're less worried about the product you're buying or reselling going through the roof, or paying for the gas to ship it being so high that it crushes your margins. Margins meaning your profit, and then you really don't have a company. I think both of those were really solid advice. Two pieces of really solid advice. But if you go upstream from that, even more important is having a mindset that allows you to see around corners, to see over walls, to see through brick walls. You know, Wayne Gretzky, the famous hockey player, was once asked why he was so good at hockey, and he replied, most people skate to where the puck is. I figured out how to skate to where the puck was going. Think about that. He figured out to skate where the puck was going to be. If you're in business, you want to start a business, or you just want to be okay through a shifting time in the world, through a potential recession, maybe something even worse than we've ever seen. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to get you concerned. I'm trying to get you to prepare. Insurance. What is insurance? Insurance is making sure you have something that covers you in case something goes wrong. Prepare your mindset. Prepare your actions. Prepare what you're learning. Prepare what businesses you're in. Prepare who you're modeling, so you have the insurance in case this does go into a bad recession. If we understand that, then we can prepare and be ready. So if we know something could be coming, yes, we should get better at what we're good at. We should learn from people who've already been there. We should look in industries and businesses where we get to sell something that has high margins. But we also got to prepare our mindset, because the media doesn't make things light. The media likes to make things way worse. That's what makes headlines. That's what sells magazines. It's what sells newspapers. It's what makes you stop on something on social media and watch and listen, or the nightly news. They're not going to sugarcoat this. They're not going to make it easier for you. They're going to tell you that it's going to hell in a handbasket, and they're going to compound it and make it worse. So if you know that's coming, if you know that your friends and family are going to freak out in a lot of instances because maybe they're not watching a video like this, they're not preparing, they're reacting. If you know that's coming, then you must prepare. It's like, think about this. Think about if you've had an enemy attack you before, right? Or they attacked your parents, or the enemy attacked people you know. Think about if you had that in your life. The attack already happened, right? You know what your enemy does. You know how they march, what kind of guns they have. You already know. So if you already know your enemy, and you already know the enemy is coming, wouldn't it be great to prepare? And how do you prepare that? You need to focus on the opportunity that can happen during a shifting world. You need to focus on the mindset that you need, the state of mind, the courage you need, the confidence you need to seek opportunity, to know that you can look around corners, predict the future, prepare, and see where the puck is going. How do you do that? Well, you got to find the leverage that you need. For me, I listen to a book or a podcast pretty much every morning of my life for an hour. I'm on a walk right now before I go get a little workout in. Usually I have my earbuds in and I'm listening to information about the past, studying history, listening to personal development. Maybe it's reading a couple chapters of a book. It's being a part of a mastermind, a workshop, or surrounding yourself with people that are seeing where things are going. It's making sure that you don't fall victim to, like the book Who Moved My Cheese, right? The book Who Moved My Cheese, when things move, don't be the mouse that sits and waits for things to get better, waits for someone else to fix it. Be the mouse that goes out and explores. Be the mouse that's looking for that next opportunity. Again, getting better at what you're good at, investing in yourself, looking for a place where you can create higher margins and higher profits. Because maybe I'm 53, because I started in business cutting firewood at 16 years old, and then I got into fixing wrecked cars, and then I got a collision shop, and then an auto sales and apartments and building houses. Maybe because I've been in business for so long and I never had money, and I knew I never had someone that was going to come and save me. I didn't have anybody in my family with money. There was no safety net in my life. I either made it work or I was drowning. So maybe because of that journey I was on, I had to stare. I had to see what was going on. I had to live in the mindset of what was going on with people around me. And I had to find a way to thrive on a great economic time and a shifting time, or it was over for me. I had no B plan. I had no safety net. I had no uncle or aunt or grandparent with money. I had to make it work. So I've always watched what's going on. You can do the same. You can watch, and people are going to get scared. Uncertainty is going to be at an all-time high. Let's think about this. Uncertainty creates you to have lack of confidence. Lack of confidence makes you feel like an imposter or have self-doubt, and you sit and you play small and you wait for things to get better. That's a time, that is the ingredient to be left behind, to be devastated by inflation, to be devastated by a recession. So this is my little quick video to urge you to not be one of those, because the majority of people will do that. This is a time to investigate. This is a time to explore. This is a time to get better at what you're good at, or find an industry that's exponentially growing, one that you have an asset or have an ability to tap into. Then find somebody who's already in that industry and learn from them, mentor from them, buy their courses, be in their workshops, go deeper, don't dabble. As Tony Robbins says, don't burn the boats. Don't dabble. Commit to thriving for you and your family during this shifting times. Yes, it can be scary. That's a true fact. Yes, you might have a couple sleepless nights during this shift. But wouldn't it be better to focus on where you can go, what opportunities you can do, how to be an anchor for your family, how to live into your full potential, ride this wave and come out on the other side stronger, bigger, better, a stronger company. I've been through 2 shifts in the world. The last time it shifted, my company was exponentially bigger on the other side. I feel blessed. I'm not bragging. I'm just showing what's possible. Again, as Jim Rohn and Tony Robbins say, winter is coming. Wouldn't you rather snow and ski board than starve and freeze? Prepare, go deeper, anticipate, and watch how you can thrive during these shifting times. Thanks, guys.